everyone hates eating chili for 3 days in a row, but Mama saved some time. Okay, so good morning, guys. How are you? I hope you all are well. So today I'm going to take you with me to do some prepping. I'm prepping this weekend for dinner. I don't eat dinner, but I need to prep for the family. So I am going to make lasagna. I'm also going to make chicken lasagna, a big old pot of chili, and I think that will hold us over until the weekend. As you guys know, I started grad school, so I am so busy. And so whereas I used to prep my meals, I think it's going to be easiest for me to prep dinner for the family and then make my meals daily or make a large meal for 2 days or something like that. Guys, I am a size 14. I'm a size 14. I am like 3 months ago as a size 18. I'm just so excited to tell you guys that. So I should be having a weekly update coming out like maybe tomorrow or the next day, Monday. Tomorrow's Sunday, so maybe Sunday or Monday I should have a weekly update coming out. So let's get started, let's get going, but first I need to grab some coffee. Okay, so I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, it has been one of those weeks and one of those days as well. So I'm back from the store. I put on a sweater. I look like I just woke up from a nap. That's because I wish I did just wake up from a nap. I realize this is all the hamburger I have, so I may need to go out and get more hamburger. I forgot it today when I was at the store. I'm gonna see if I can make something with just that. It just may not be as much hamburger in either the chili or the lasagna. And then I've got a pack of chicken. I've got some cheese here. I've got some veggies. I'm doing anything with these today because these will be things that I make on the day. This is the beauty of making what I'm about to make. So like chili, I make a big old pot of chili. You know why? Because it lasts for a few days. Yes, everyone hates eating chili for 3 days in a row, but Mama saves some time. So that's why I definitely like to do things that I can make a lot of and that will last for at least 2 days. Yeah, that's my kid in the background. Okay, so to start out, I chopped up some onions. I also put that meat in a pan with the onions. This is going to be for the chili. While I do this, I'm going to go ahead and have the chicken boiling. So here I am just de-skinning the chicken. I'm not taking out any bones or anything like that. I'm just taking the chicken off and then I'm going to put it in a pan and let it boil and we'll get started on the chili. Okay guys, so the next thing I'm going to do is move everything into this chili pot pan. I'm going to put some chili powder in there. Oh. Okay guys, so I'm adding chili powder to the meat. I'm also adding garlic. And you guys already know that I'm about to add some pollo seasoning in there. After that, I go ahead and chop up about 4 tomatoes. And I'm going to add those tomatoes into the chili. And obviously, if you want to make your life a lot easier, you can just buy some chopped diced tomatoes at the store in a can, and it all works the same. I like to use a variety of different beans, but you absolutely don't have to do that. You can use all the same beans. Next, I'm going to add a little bit more chili powder, and then I'm going to add the beans in there. I like to drain some of that starchy juice off of the beans, but I still leave some of it on there because I like for my chili to be a little bit thick. I have tomato sauce here, so I'm going to use 1 can of tomato sauce, and then I'm also going to use 1 can of water. Okay, so now that I've got my chili cooking, it's time to get started on the chicken lasagna. So I've pulled the chicken out. Oh, here it is. It's a little heavy. And then you guys know I have to save this chicken broth. I just have to save it. So I've also got a pack of lasagna here that I'm going to be using. And then I put the lasagna in water to boil, and then I'm going to shred some chicken up. I also did put the Alfredo in a pan and add some seasonings to it. Last but not least is to assemble everything, and as you can see, these are all the little pieces that will go into the lasagna. So first I start off by oiling the pan and adding a little bit of sauce there and spreading that sauce out so that the lasagna doesn't stick to the bottom of the pan. We're going to go first in with some noodles. Then we're going to add our chicken on top. And we're going to then add our Alfredo on top of the chicken with some mozzarella cheese. Next, it's time for the next layer, which is my favorite. I have cottage cheese here. My Nana told me one time to put cottage cheese in lasagna, and I tried it, and I absolutely loved it. So shout out to my Nana. But anyways, so on top of that cottage cheese, we have our broccoli, and we are then going to add a little bit of sauce to that on top of that broccoli and a little bit of cheese on top of that and start on the next layer. And for the next layer, we're going to just do the same as the first layer, chicken with some sauce on top and some cheese on top, and add in our lasagna. Lastly, it's time for our final layer where we add all the rest of the sauce that we have. We cheese it up, and I like to go ahead and add a little bit of little pieces of chicken on there just for decoration, I guess you could say. So here is the final result. I will put that in the freezer, and when it comes time for dinner, I'll pull it out and bake it at 400 for about an hour. And I already know it's going to taste so good, but I'm not going to eat any of it. I also want to show you the chili because we've been letting our chili basically cook on the stove. And the thing about chili is it tastes better the longer you cook it. So this is where we're at right now with the chili. It's looking so good. It's starting to thicken up a little bit, but it still needs a little bit more time. So I'm just going to continue to let that cook for a while, and then that's what we'll have for dinner for the next few days. Okay, so we have made 2 meals, and so this is the chicken lasagna. It's heavy, it's hefty, it's full of yummy goodness. And it will probably last a good 3 days, if I'm being honest, especially because I won't be eating it. Yeah, if I was eating it, maybe it would only last 2 days because I love it. But my husband does too, my kids do too. So anyway, so this will last about 3 days. And then I have this big old pot of chili that will last a few days as well. I'm going to take the lid off of it, and I'm going to let it still keep cooking, and it's going to thicken up a little bit because it doesn't have that evaporation water still coming back down in it. So it's going to thicken as I take the lid off and let it cook for a little bit longer. But I didn't get to make the lasagna. So tomorrow I might have to make the lasagna, which is fine. I'll do it tomorrow. But yeah, these were going to be my 3 meals for the next week. And I know these 2 meals will last me until like mid next week for sure. But thank you so much for watching my video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. I am a busy mama and I am on a weight loss journey, and I'm just here for other moms who are in the same spot that I am, and how can we make this work being so busy and being moms and still not wanting to grab the easiest and quickest thing to eat in our closets. Thank you so much, and have a lovely, lovely, lovely day.